welcome back to my Astroimaging Journey channel. Today we're going to process NGC5906, the Splinter Galaxy. So let's do a quick stretch, see what we're working with. And as you can see, something happened with some field rotation, so there's a bunch of fringing on the edges that I'm going to have to crop out, so we use the dynamic crop. Again, as with all my other videos, a lot of this process was developed using the light vortex astronomy tutorials, as well as reading through Warren Keller's Pixinsight book and trial and error. Alright, we've got our crop done, we've saved the initial file, so let's go ahead and do a little dynamic background extraction and try to clean this image up a little bit. Alright, DBE is complete, so let's see what we're working with. And we got some red cast on the sides. Hopefully we can process that out. Let's go ahead and close out the original file. And next up, we're going to do a little photometric color calibration after we save the file. Alright, it said photometric color calibration, but I was wrong. I need to do background neutralization first, so let me get my preview and run this process. Alright, that definitely changed the background, so a lot of times we don't see dramatic changes like that, but with the data I'm working with, it definitely made a difference. So let's go ahead and do some photometric color calibration. Alright, and PCC is completed. That darkened up the background quite a bit, added some color in there, so let's go ahead and do a little SCNR, get rid of that green cast that's so prevalent with DSLRs and one-shot colors. And now we're back to a purplish hue. Alright, now I'm just going to do a little RGB working space to even out the color channels, and that's a pretty quick process. Next up, we need to create our Luminance image. I'm just going to go ahead and bring that over, or rather we're going to do a quick stretch on it, see what we're working with. And that's got a lot of noise coming through. So let me think for a second, what's the best way to do this? Let me go ahead and redo that luminance. And let me stretch that with some histogram transformation. Alright, we've got ourselves a fairly noise-free Luminance image now. So let's go ahead and create our star masks from this image. Alright, and as you can see, SGP here in the bottom is blinking at me, so let me take a quick look. It's just doing an autofocus routine, no big deal. It's one of the nice things about having a decent laptop. I can be processing and running an imaging session and keeping an eye on it all at the same time, so not too bad. So let's go ahead and do some denoising. Alright, denoising is now complete. So let's just take a quick look at the before and after, see if we notice any difference. Very little difference. So I'm actually going to put the luminance mask on it and invert it so we're protecting the galaxy and the stars. Now, yep, so let's rerun the denoising. Now, if you noticed, I went back a step. You saw me do the before and after, and then I went back to the before, applied my mask, and redid the denoise so I'm not denoising twice. Alright, that round of denoising is complete. Let's look at the before and the after. And smooths out that noise a little bit. So we'll call that good for now. Remove our mask. Alright, now we got to build our PSF model. So let's do a little dynamic PSF. This is done using our luminance mask. Alright, let's go ahead and build that. There it is. Apologies for the phone notice in the background. And let's go ahead and minimize that. Now we're going to open up our deconvolution and let's see if this actually does anything for us. Alright, after looking at the luminance mask, I think I want to use range selection and create a different mask to use when using deconvolution. Alright, deconvolution has completed. So let's scroll in there and wow, look at all that crappiness in the noise. So let's go ahead and back out. I'm going to try to tweak a couple settings and let's see if it can improve any. Alright, I paused the video while I did that and I just couldn't get anything workable using deconvolution, so we're just going to go ahead and try to sharpen this image a little bit. before, after, and we'll leave it right there. And let's go ahead and convert this over to nonlinear. All right, we've converted it to nonlinear, so let's do a little LRGB combination on the Luminance channel, and we're just going to use the auto setting. Let me just double check something real quick. Nah, we'll just let it do its thing. All right, that's now completed, and it definitely looks better. Let's look at the before, after. I mean, it's dimmer, but we got more definition in those dust lanes. So let's go ahead, we'll just leave it there. And let me pull up a couple of these and close them. Let's do another range selection and create a new mask. All right, our mask is complete. So let's go ahead and apply that to our main image. Show it. So what we're going to be, let me hide it real quick. We want to protect the background. So now we're going to do a little HDR. Alright, well, HDR is now completed. So let's look at the before, after, and definitely brightens up that galaxy a bit. So just take another look at it. Kind of didn't like that mask, so I'm going to redo it. And let's see what we end up with afterwards. Alright, our redo of HDR is now complete. So let's look at the before, the after. Brightened up the stars, also brightened up the galaxy. Not seeing any issues in the center of the stars, which sometimes occurs. So we're going to move on, and we're going to do a little local histogram equalization. Alright, local histogram equalization is now done, and brighten it up a little bit more. So now let's play with the curves and see if we can get that thing looking a little bit prettier. Alright, we're done playing with our curves. Let's zoom in a little bit here. And kind of has an orangish glow to it. So now let me run the dark structure enhance script. Alright, give me an error message. The image is already being processed. Let me figure out what's going on here. Alright, I paused the video while I was figuring that out, and as it turns out, if you have a mask applied to the image, it does not like that for the dark structure and enhancement script. So I removed the mask and now it processed it. Alright, so let's take a look at the before, the before, after, and brought out those dust stains a little bit more. So we'll call that good for now. Now let's create a new star mask. Alright, the star mask is complete, so let's go ahead and apply that mask to the image. And now we're going to try to shrink those stars. Let's go ahead and open that up and apply it. Alright, that's now completed. So let's go take a look at the before. The after. Definitely dimmed out those stars and shrunk them down. So let's just take a quick, let's get rid of the mask. Alright, so now let's see, kind of want to rotate it. So let's do a flip on this image real quick. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot better. So let's go ahead and crop this in. I'm going to set it for now multiples of the 1080p. So let's go ahead and plug in the values. Alright, so basically I went with the 1920 by 1080 form factor and scaled that up on my crop so that any of the displays I put it on, it will display just fine. But I kind of like this image. Not the cleanest I've seen, but given my equipment and the data I have to work with, I will take it. So it's got a nice orange hue to it, got some detail in the dust lanes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. So let me just save it into different formats and we'll call this good. So while I'm doing that, I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you found it useful. Please subscribe if you so choose. If you so choose, please ring that bell so you can get notified when I upload something new. And as always, thank you for watching. Clear skies. In the upper right, you'll find my latest video. In the lower right, you'll see what YouTube thinks you'll like. And below, you'll see the subscription link. Please check them out.